Welcome back to another video. It is Saturday. It is 11:20, getting training done in good time today. It feels weird training on Saturday. I never train Saturdays anymore. I am meant to be doing this session tomorrow, so I'm currently like 5 days out of Bench Worlds. I compete on Thursday at Bench Worlds. I travel on Tuesday and I come home Friday. So usually I would do the session tomorrow. However, I am at a comp handling all day tomorrow. I'm literally getting up at 5. I'm going to be leaving here about 6. And I'm not going to be home until like 8, 9 in the evening probably. So I'm going to just get the session done today instead. I did kind of count the days, and actually I've got secondary bench day. I've got primary squats and deadlifts, although it's so light today because I'm so detrained. If you've watched a couple of videos ago, you will know how much I detrained from just 1 week off of not squatting and deadlifting or doing kind of any lower movements. So I'm really going to be conservative on squats and deadlifts today. But I have got my secondary bench day, which this is going to be the heaviest bench I do now going into comp. So basically, the days between exposures is no different to what I was doing before we had to shuffle my days around for Bench Worlds. Hope that kind of makes sense. So I'm going to move my session forward to today rather than fitting in bench tomorrow. And my coach, because he's the one hosting the meet that is tomorrow that I'm going to, he did ask if I wanted to basically bench while he clears up at the end of the day. But I was like, to be honest, my calories are so low, it's probably not actually worth me doing that, because by the time we get to the end of the day, I will have most likely eaten all of my food for the day anyway, and I won't have saved like pre-workout carbs and stuff, because all I can really eat tomorrow is like what I'm prepping and taking with me, and I'm limited on what I can do because I'm not just going to force feed food in. Like, I'm only going to eat foods I actually like the taste of, and I'm limited on what I can take for a full day of being out of the house. So basically decided it won't change the time between exposures to what I'm actually used to, because currently with the new layout of the week since All England's moving my bench days around, I actually have less days between my bench than I did previously that I'm used to. So essentially it won't make a difference is what I'm trying to ramble and say. I'm quite looking forward to bench though. So squats, we've just got a triple into a set of 5 and then another lighter set of 5, but I don't even know what. I mean, the top triple and the top set of 5 are supposed to both be an RP of about 5, but I intend to actually sandbag them. I said this the other day and I didn't, and then my legs were like jelly and I literally could only deadlift like 120 without feeling like I was going to die. So I would like to maybe deadlift a little bit heavier today. So I'm going to go really conservative on squats. And I've got ascending sets on deadlift as well, a set of 4 into a triple, into another triple, and then into a double, just ascending sets. So probably going to take squats a little bit easier and probably actually go lighter than I did during the week, and allow deadlifts to show up a little bit better, hopefully. Bench is the actual like fun part today. So I've got a 3 count double, an RP of 7 into a single, which is also 3 count, 5 kilos heavier than my double. I then just have normal comp bench, a set of 6, an RP of 7, and then I have 3x6 at a set percentage drop lower. So I'm looking forward to benching. Benching is definitely going to be the fun part of today's session. It is very warm here. We are technically in a heat wave, although I think that's a bit dramatic. It's like 27 degrees. It's not like crazy hot, but it is like the first really warm weekend I think I've had. I've had a couple of sunnier weekends, but this is definitely the hottest one so far. And to be fair, it's quite rare that the temperature gets above kind of 25, 30 here. So the garage though does get very stuffy and does heat up a lot. So I am going to have the shutter open today, which means I can't have my music as loud because we do have neighbours. But I need to clean the gym before I start, because I think the dog's probably going to come outside while I train because he likes to lay in the shade in the garden. So need to clean up before I start training, but that's fine. Just going to try and not rush through things because I think I will get very hot very quickly, but plenty of fluid with me. We'll all be fine. Kind of looking forward to just kind of getting the session done though, because it is nice weather outside. I would like to make, I hate gardening. The worst part of being a homeowner is gardening, and I will actually, yeah, it is gardening. But our garden is a state. So I thought I'd actually use a bank holiday weekend to kind of get some of that done. Is that sensible to do this close to competition? Probably not. But basically today I'm going to get started on it, and then I might do some more bank holiday Monday, but that is the first day of my gut cut when I'll probably have even less energy, so maybe not going to do that. But essentially that's why I wanted to get training done in reasonably good time, because it shouldn't take me too long to get this all done. Maybe if I take my time, I'll say 2 hours, but actually an hour to an hour and a half should be more than doable. Like squats shouldn't even take me 15 minutes. Bench, half an hour if I take my time, and then deadlifts, again, another like 15, 20 minutes. So gonna just kind of get that all done in good time, and then have some lunch, and then yeah, get some gardening done. I've also been on a long walk already this morning as well, because it is quite warm, well, so warm here. Wanted to get the dog walked really early, so I went on like a 40-minute dog walk this morning, which actually, to be fair, wasn't that long of a dog walk, but it was starting to get quite warm by the end, so I kind of came straight back. The good thing about the weather though is that it means I do have to get up earlier on the weekend. So my body weight this morning, I don't think I've actually spoken about my body weight yet. Body weight this morning, 5 days out, 84.6. That is lighter than I ever wake up even on comp morning. So 84.6 today, and I'm like 5 days out. I've got one more day of normal eating tomorrow, and then my gut cut starts Monday. Tomorrow's food choices are going to be very boring because I am at a comp all day. So like I've got some like thermal Tupperware basically that I'm going to take with me just to keep my food warm. Cause I cannot force down cold food. Like I can't do it. But it just allows me to still hit my macros and everything and get a good amount of fiber in before the gut cut starts Monday. We are still doing a 3-day gut cut, even though I am super light, because we basically want to make sure I'm so comfortably in. I might even get a body weight advantage. Not that I need it for this comp because I'm literally not going to place anyway. But hopefully this means on comp morning I'll wake up so light that I can have food and drink and just kind of a normal morning is kind of the plan, which I think should be more than fine. And I know I feel good after a gut cut anyway, so that's kind of what we're thinking. I did toy with the idea and suggest to my nutrition coach just doing a 2-day gut cut, but she said she'd rather just not take any chances and just do 3 days. So just going to go with it. And to be honest, because I'm traveling Tuesday and I'm there Wednesday, I actually think gut cutting when traveling makes things a little bit easier because I don't have to think about what food I'm going to have access to the other end before I compete, because I'm literally going to take a carry-on bag with everything that I need measured out for Tuesday and Wednesday with me. So that just makes my life a little bit easier in terms of food choices. So yeah, that's all I've really got to say. Very light, feeling good, body feels good. Hamstring issue feels very good too. So that is promising. Hoping it doesn't feel any worse after today's session, but obviously I'll just assess and see. Yeah, I think that's it. Nothing else to really go through. I want to crack on and get this done so that I can have a productive Saturday, hopefully.
I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, just tell me where. Damn, I'm a long way home at a split road. Gotta make a choice, do I sober up? Am I tryna keep it going to be continued, or am I tryna lose? Gonna get over now. I don't think I wanna leave at a tough week. Gotta realize this is what I need. Don't got the time to be counting sheep. It's too late, I'm in too deep. Don't wanna contemplate, overcomplicate this. And I made my choice, wanna see what's going on. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, I'll be there. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, just tell me where. Just tell me where. Ay, oh no.
Okay, so squats didn't take long, but I will say, when I trained the other day, it felt like I had no legs. So everything just felt weird and my legs were like jelly. I could definitely feel my legs more today. Like I felt like they were there, but they just had no power output. So the 155 triple was so like, it wasn't at all quick, but even like 70, 120, 145 that I did as my warm-ups, like I just had to go so slow to actually stay like I was feeling my legs. So I'm not mad at anything, like it was all fine. Definitely harder than it needed to be, but that's also on me because I forgot to bring a t-shirt down. And yes, my house is like 10 steps that way. I could have just went indoors and got a t-shirt, but the bar was kind of slipping on my back. And I had the rack height one lower because I wanted to try that today, because when I trained at Fortitude a week out from from All England, they have a primal rack, and I had the rack height one lower and it actually felt really good. So I was like, oh, I'll just try that today. It felt terrible. I knew it felt terrible by the time I got to 120, but I couldn't be bothered to take the reds off, so I just left it. Seeing as it was a light session, so it's fine, but I think having the rack in the wrong position, the bar kind of slipping on my back, and to be honest, I couldn't get the bar quite right on my back anyway. Like I think I need a t-shirt when I squat, which is fine. I've kind of always known that, just being lazy. Also so hot, overheating a lot, but it's fine. Did also have to run around the garden chasing Zuko a couple of times as well, because he kept like, as I was about to do a set, because he knew the attention wasn't on him, he'd like grab something and run around the garden, but it was quite funny. But yeah, squats were fine. My legs don't feel like jelly, which is a good thing, which means I should still be able to sumo, no problem. I'm just obviously overheating, but now I'm going to set up the bench. I don't need to lift anything crazy heavy. The RP target is a 7, so I know roughly what I would like to hit for my double, which should be more than doable. So just going to try and execute as well as possible. But I am aware of the fact that I am like sweating like crazy, and I'm probably going to be a bit slippy on the bench, so that's also not ideal, but we'll make it work.
Pierce the jogging, this is my only answer. Yeah, my body keeps telling me go. Wanna be stacking towers from downtown. I'll be on a roll, money soaking, it's a rush hour. This, that, overtime, champagne shower. Step back, skip lines, yeah, I'm never going cold. 어디 가야 해, 알려줘. Don't wanna contemplate, overcomplicate this. And I made my choice, wanna see what's going on. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, I'll be there. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, just tell me where. Just tell me where. Once I get the ID, taxi tossing, I got Hopsy. On my way, my ETA is ASAP. No way I'ma miss this. Pool party, time to get headlit. About to go down, much money, go try to where we tryna go. Choose up on it.
Okay, so bench is done. It wasn't bad. It wasn't amazing, to be honest. I think because of the heat, I just feel like everything feels a little bit slower than it actually is moving. This double was probably like a 7.5 RP. Like, it was fine. And then the single, I think, was probably about an 8. But again, I think I'm just fatiguing, dying off really quickly. And I do think it's probably because of the heat. Obviously, I'm doing everything I can to mitigate it. But, like, I'm not someone that copes that well when it gets really warm. And even though, like, it's not that hot, like, it's just stuffy in here. And obviously, I'm not quite used to that at the moment. But everything felt okay. Best part is my hamstring and everything is feeling really good. Like, my body is overall just feeling like really, really healthy. So very happy about that. And it's just got deadlifts left to do. Yeah, they should be fine. I'm not going to put any pressure on them. Just going to start at 120 for my set of 4 and then take either just like 10 jumps, 15 jumps, 5 jumps if they feel terrible, and just kind of see. But I think my joints and everything feel really good today. So I'm hoping I can get in a good position for sumo. I didn't kill myself on squats like I did the other day. So my legs actually feel like they're still there, which is good. So yeah, we'll just see what happens.
Oh shoot. Okay, I got it. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, I'll be there. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, just tell me where. Just tell me where. Just tell me where. I'll be there, just tell me where. Just tell me
Okay, so just got some shoulder work left to do, but deadlifts were good. They were definitely a lot better than in the week. I will say, obviously they didn't feel amazing, but they weren't ever going to. Towards the end, I felt like my lower back wasn't particularly happy, but like I'm not worried about it type thing. It just didn't quite feel right. But the 155 double, to be fair, the first rep was a lot worse than the second. The second definitely felt better, but just like aware of my back. So nothing I'm worried about. Like, it didn't feel like anything was going to go, nothing's gone or nothing's bad. But I just think my positioning and bracing and stuff was obviously not quite right, but it is what it is. Like, I literally only managed to do 120 during the week. But granted, I could have gone heavier, but like my legs were not there. But yeah, it is what it is. It's what it is. I really don't have too much to say on this session, to be honest. Like, it's such a light session. Yeah, no real notes on it. Like, everything moved kind of how we wanted it to, maybe a little bit slower than I wanted it to, but that's not a surprise. So yeah, it's what it is. Going to just quickly get my shoulder work done and then crack on with the rest of my jobs for the day. I don't think there's anything else to really say. Like I said earlier, body weight is where it needs to be. I do think, to be honest, part of my training not feeling as amazing / me not feeling fully motivated and stuff to work hard right now is the lower calories. Like, I am desperate to kind of increase them at least just for like a few days, and give myself kind of that boost, but I've literally got a few days left, so it's not the end of the world. And I will say the food noise is kind of gone now. I think I mentioned in a previous video that, like, usually when comps are so close, I just don't really have any food noise, which is something I struggle with quite a lot throughout the year. But when comps nearby, like, it's very much, you need to make weight, you don't have a choice, like, just crack on. But I think I mentioned, like, in one of the midweek videos that I'd still had a lot of food noise the last few days, but I will say yesterday, like, that started to definitely disappear, so that's really good. And now I can just kind of head down until comp in terms of food and body weight and stuff, and then have a few days to just like mentally switch off from it. I will still be training when I get back from Poland. I get back late Friday night, and I've got training on, I think, this Sunday, so it won't be anything heavy because it'll technically, it's like the end of the block, but it's literally just a very light 3 week block, where we're just kind of easing me back into squatting and deadlifting. So nothing else to really report on that. Overall, it was an okay session. It wasn't amazing, it wasn't terrible. It's just one of those ones, but I really don't need, this is like, other than bench, which I would like to feel super strong on right now, and I'll be honest, I don't. Squatting and deadlifting right now is literally such a low priority in terms of how strong I need to feel, so nothing to complain about. Anyway, gonna wrap this video up here. Thank you very much if you made it to the end. I really appreciate it. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in a few days for the next one.